Tropical storm Ida has formed. Yes, it's spelled. Let me tap on this. This is the first time I've actually got this Kindle open in an update video in a while. It's spelled like that. It's currently a tropical storm moving northwest at 13 miles per hour. I think that's around 12 or 11 knots. With winds of 40 miles per hour, that's 35 knots. With a pressure of 1,006 millibars. As of this 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time update. The storm is generally expected to track northwest, become a hurricane, if this Kindle would actually respond, but become a Category 2. Category 3 cannot be ruled out, however. This Kindle is not wanting to cooperate with me. And make landfall more or less to the west of New Orleans. Generally, just west of New Orleans, which would be worst case scenario because New Orleans is it's a major city. This Kindle, it's just there, crash. Think it crashed somehow. Sorry, I'm just messing with the brightness settings. Stupid stuff is getting on my phone. Sorry about that jump cut. You can kind of blame my Kindle for that, but it's generally expected to make landfall near New Orleans as Category 2 right now, but you can't really rule out a Category 3. It's going to make landfall in western Cuba. One thing to know about western Cuba, there's barely any mountains over here. So this thing, it doesn't matter if it makes landfall in Cuba, it's going to intensify quite a bit. The question is it going to rapidly intensify all the way up until it's Louisiana landfall? Is it going to miss New Orleans? Those are the questions, Prepare now if you're in the cone. If you're in Cuba, you have barely any time anyway. This thing formed on a dime. There's tropical storm warnings in effect for some of these areas as well. I just can't see them. This isn't the only thing we do have to cover, though. No, but I can't cover most of the basins. Although, for just once, I mentioned Linda in a previous video, and I didn't cover Marty, somehow. But to make up for it, here we go. We're going to also cover Nora. Broken, I guess? What's this update? This is the 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time update. Some hairs on my phone. Sorry, it's been 12. Stuff's falling out of my hair. I have dandruff problems in real life, so yeah. Currently moving west-northwest at 11 miles per hour, that is, I believe, 10 knots. Winds of 45 miles per hour, that is, 40 knots, with a pressure of 1,001 millibars. The storm's general track is going to be similar to Ida's, but it's not going to be as strong, hopefully. It is expected to make a landfall in Baja California somewhere, or miss it entirely. It's the cone, after all. If it goes down straight through this dotted line you see, it will make landfall near Cabo San Lucas. We also have this little thing over here. This is an invest. This one is most likely going to be Julian. And then this one's organized quite a bit right here. Let me get rid of this. This one right here is organized a lot. And this one could also be Julian, but we don't know which of these is going to be Julian and which of these will be Kate. If this one becomes Kate, it's just going to go up because it just depends on where they are. And let me look over here, see if here's our next wave. We have our next tropical wave right there. At some point in time, actually, fun fact, models were predicting a hurricane over here in the Black Sea. It didn't happen, which, it's just a lull moment that the models had. Just a very big lull moment. Very weird. Speaking of which, is just general weather going on. Just Kentucky. Just random Kentucky moment, I guess. Sorry if you hear anything inside the room. But yeah. You do have to watch out for Ida. It did get named. I believe Cyclone Tracking Oz actually pre-named it about this update. But then he released it at like close to 6. Which is kind of typical for him, but he named it Ida. They got named Ida. I don't blame him for pre-naming it there, because it was going to form. There's no doubt about that. And then we also have Nora we're going to track today. So I'll see you on the next part of the video, which is going to be covering on tropical tidbits, believe it or not. But before we go to the tropical tidbits, which is up here, by the way, we're going to talk about these. This is Disturbance 1, a 70% chance of formation. Tap this again. Then I'm going to try to tap this. This is Disturbance 2. Also 70% chance of formation. What the heck is this, Roblox? Sorry. I guess I'll get rid of that other notification right there. And you can see Ida right there. Eastern Pacific, we have no new disturbances, and Nora is still active. And despite the fact that we did get like a storm overheat close to over here, we still have not gotten Hone. Now over to tropical tidbits. We're now on tropical tidbits. As you can see, I'm gonna try my best to tap here. Nora's materializing quite a bit over here. You can see Nora just right there. Hold on, something was on my phone screen. Yeah. We move on to the next frame. Can we move on to the next frame? Thank you. 981. High pressure. What the heck where did you come from? What is that? 970. I can't tell if that's 976 or 978. Looks like it's 976. Could be 978. Probably is 978 though. There's 969. Where the heck did Nora go? Drops down to 960. That's like a category 2 making landfall. And we're also going to initialize these two. Well, this one is just barely initialized. See, they both initialize. This one looks to like want to become Julian first before the other one. The other one is probably just a false alarm, potentially a false alarm. And Julian and that one, oh, push the system dies. And then we have have this thing right here. That just appears and dissipates. It seems. Oh, and here's our next system. After that one. Let's go back a few frames. See how that one is develops. So this one would just be titled Update 1 on Ida and Update 1 on Nora. This will be titled Update 1 this will be Update 1 on Ida, Update 1 on Nora, Update 1 on and Update 1 on 2 Atlantic AOIs, with some talking about the tropics. So let's see how this one materializes right there. So this one right there, we're falling. Here's another low. Here's another low. That's materializing quite well. So you can see the 990 millibars right there. Seems generally just drifting up this direction, 991. So yeah, that could be like a strong tropical storm. Now it starts to intensify a little more, and we could be seeing like a hurricane at that strength. And it looks like, as far as I know, this... Where's Bermuda? Okay, Bermuda's right here, it seems. I forgot where Bermuda is. Can you please, like, correct me? But this could be like a category 2 right here. Honestly. Sorry. Phone's got like 4 cameras. This is a long streak right there. And this random swirl right here, probably extratropical. Though interestingly enough, it's trying to hook this system on. Here, my Kindle. Let's go to the ECWMF model now. This will be a longer update video. Does this one have precip and moisture? No, it doesn't. I want precip and moisture, but I guess not. We could go for winds, though. This one goes back a decent amount. But it doesn't go up a good amount. ECWMF says 972 Nora. That could be like, that's category 1 for sure. And then ECWMF is really kind of coaxing in on category 1, wanting in just a simple category 1 landfall for Ida right here. Sorry. And here's a that could be like a potent tropical wave. The ECWMF is oh yeah, that's the one way. That's the one. And so category 1, potentially category 2 for that one. CMC model, let's see what that one says. It goes a little further forward. Here's Ida right here. You can see this one's gaining like, what's that, tropical storm force winds right there. That one's dying again. And this one is going to be a lot much better of a better case. But it's still going to be very potent. Even as it goes inland. Even going into Tennessee at 1,000 millibars with still some tropical storm force winds. There's our next wave right there. That one is materializing, but not really doing much. And there's a system right there. It seems that one's going to be saying me it's going to be a hurricane. And this one's going to be a weird one. That whole quadrant right there is gone. I wonder what the heck that is, though. And then we just have a couple of extratropical cyclones. One of those is going to be classified as a windstorm. Getting a drink of tea. See what NavGem says. Then we'll check Icon. Icon doesn't even register Ida. Never mind, it does. I thought it didn't. Yeah, Icon's actually agreeing on a category 1, potentially category 2 Ida. Category 1 Nora. Those waves are just gonna go down like flies, in its opinion. We're not gonna check JMA. We're gonna do Icon instead. Let's go back. Maybe I'm going back a bit too far. So there's Ida. It's not actually materializing Ida very well. Why are you materializing Nora much better than Ida? Models confuse me sometimes. Now you see there, that's like... It's not even showing me any other winds other than tropical storm force, so... I don't know if the Icon model is a good model. Good for pressure, I guess. Not good for winds. Definitely underestimating the system on winds. The GEPS model also has winds. So let's just see what these are. I'm trying to get my phone in my hand. The case is messing this up. Really underestimating Ida. So yeah, let's check H-Wharf. It still says 9E and 9L. Now let's see what H-Wharf says. So we're gonna go to here. And right now, I think that's as of right now. I want this. No, that's as of like right now. Right here. There it is, right there. It's intensifying, trying to get to hurricane status. And there it does. Now it's starting to rapidly intensify right there. Its eye is wobbling a lot. Look at that. Not what I... No. This whole thing just like puzzles me as to why some websites do this. Look at that weird eye, though, that it's trying to form on the H-Wharf model run. This is a very long part. And it's saying it's gonna give impacts to New Orleans, but not directly. And if these winds, I don't know what those are. I think those are Category 4. And it's saying slow mover, so that could do a lot of damage. And it's expanding like crazy. The H-Wharf-P model, let's see what it wants. This is a much more zoomed out version of the H-Wharf model, I believe. Nora making landfall right here is what H-Wharf wants. Gets the eye together, makes landfall. See what the H-Mon says. We'll do Nora after this. I want 9L, which is actually, at this point, Ida. That's how you pronounce it. This will be very difficult to, piece together and get. So I'm gonna have to go pretty quick with this. Saying like high-end Category 1 force right there with 988 millibars, I believe. Before it begins its rapid intensification, and actually, from the looks of it, Category 3, then weakening. Not even making landfall as a major. But this one expands like crazy as well. Becoming frontal. Let's see what GFS says. We've one time GFS went crazy on Henry. Nora, no, bad model. Give me 9E. Thank you. Okay. It doesn't want to show me this. Not even getting a chance to clear out its eye before it makes landfall. And here we track it. We're not going to do CMC. I don't want a sounding. We're gonna go to the one model for the lulls. We're gonna go to the NAM 3K model. Just for lulls, it's a stupid model, okay? It sucks. Literally, the NAM 3K model absolutely sucks. does have Southeast US at the very least covered. So let's see. Let's see what craziness this model says. This model is cuckoo. This is why it's cuckoo. This model is loco. See? This is why you never trust the NAM 3K model. The other two NAM models are fine because they're a lot more reliable. Requesting sounding because it doesn't actually show it up here. It looks like it. I don't exactly know what the heck is going on here. But like that is just no, that if that happens, that is I want to curse in video, but I can't. Because I'm covering. I don't want another sounding. Now we get a hurricane. We're gonna just do with the GFS for Nora. Okay. What? You haven't started runs on Nora. What the heck, GFS? H Wharf. Now it says Ida. Nora, please. Thank you. Very disorganized system. But it consolidates quite rapidly, it seems. Weirdly enough, GFS is very dumb right now. It's not wanting to cooperate. For now, let's see what if this 97L is going. What the GFS says for this one. For the low pressure system here. Frontal. Yeah, it wants it to go frontal. GFS Invest 98L. This is, I think. Which Invest is this? That one has the, that one's gonna go tropical form. Come back, die again. And somehow managed to stay alive. And now we're just gonna go to satellite imagery for, this is, it says, still says 97 now. And this is now on Ida. If you want to know where I get some of this stuff, you know, it's right here, Tropical Tidbits. So, here is this Ida? Is this Ida? No, this is 97 now. Can I? Now we're gonna check out Nora, well, Ida. If it will load. This takes forever for it to load a lot. I just wish it would load quicker. You can kind of see popcorn convection like right over here. Going on right over here as it moves. Maybe a little bit of vertical wind shear. But that's Ida. Moving over to, this is 98L, which actually could get named eventually. You know, this is going to be a very difficult video to piece together. This one's got some decent spin to it, if you can actually look closely. Although those convections over there, the convection right there is waning. This could already be a depression, but I think it more or less could be a potential tropical cyclone eventually, if it does decide to consolidate. Moving on to Nora, which will be the last of this. Nora, if this would load. This is Nora. Very weird looking system, in my opinion. Just convection all over the place. You can see some pinks right there. This pink stands for like the minus 80s, minus 90s ish, around that zone. So yeah, that's it for this update video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, and hopefully it's actually shorter.